Hi everyone, I'm Fiona Forbes for Fresh Magazine, and I am joined by Karen Angelucci. She is a body-centered practitioner, and not only is she a skilled practitioner, she's also a public speaker and a best-selling author. Karen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Fiona. It's lovely to be here with you.
Okay, first and foremost, what is a body-centered practitioner?
You're not going to find that term too many places. I've basically coined that for myself because I emphasize the ability of people to move, feel, and live better in their body. And I do that through rehab and fitness exercises and manual treatment with osteopathy and other modalities. So I focus on how your body's moving and what's preventing it from moving or having dysfunction.
And what is your background that led you to be a body-centered practitioner?
Excellent question. I learned that through my own personal journey. I didn't have a vocabulary for speaking with in relationship to other people. And I started going to contact improv. And contact improv taught me to be in my body. It taught me the ability to trust. It taught me the ability to communicate what was going on with myself. And I started to understand that my body was giving me information. And then as I had a significant injury of falling 6 feet on my tailbone, and at that time, people didn't go to practitioners. You just went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Can you bend forward?" And I did. And he said, "Oh, you're fine, no worries." And thank you very much. So,
kind of a classic story.
A classic story. I started hearing people in the contact improv class say they were going to Pilates. And at that time, Pilates was, people would say, "What? A pie and a latte? What are you doing?"
You're talking 25 years ago.
I'm talking
people really
25.
Didn't know what
had
it was.
no idea.
Yeah.
I started doing Pilates and my body said, yes, this is what you need to do to start moving better, feeling stronger. And unfortunately, my injuries still had its symptoms. But as I started investigating various options for myself for healing, I started to understand what those symptoms were and how to start to be treated for them.
And how do you put people that you talk to on the right path to find what heals them? Mm-hmm. They might have an injury, an allergy, or something they're just not aware of with their body, but how do you discover that?
So what I help you do is I give you a body chart. And similarly, when you go to any holistic practitioner, naturopath, or various other practices, they're going to ask you your history. They're going to find out what your surgeries, your illnesses, any digestive distress or their organ problems. So it's really important for each individual to know what their history was, because the accumulated things that have happened in your life are really what's causing the symptoms for you now.
They're all connected.
They're all connected. So once you've done your body history, then I go through it with you and I say, okay, if you take 5 of the top things here, let's look at that. And then we're going to discern whether or not they have a basis between underlying physical things. Is it emotional distress or is it nutritional? And very often, all 3 have a impact, of course, on how we're functioning. But one may be more significant for that person, which will allow me to help them find the practice that they need. So I'm not necessarily going to treat that person because I can't treat everything. And so my intention is to direct you to the very excellent practitioners that are available today in terms of a physical ailment or a nutritional problem or emotional distress.
What is it like for you as a practitioner when you have that aha moment that you're able to lead somebody down the right path?
It's absolutely fantastic. I can tell you a little story, actually. A neighbor came to me to do Pilates. Her husband was retired, wanted to go dancing and doing numbers of activities. She could not walk from the car to the house to work with increased medication. She just couldn't move. She came to me to do exercise, and she came a few times, and I said, I'm not the person for you to see. I suggest you go to a naturopath, gave her the name of one. You need to get the inflammation down in your body so that you can move. So now I see her walking down the street. She's been going dancing, she's hiking, she's now retired. I didn't need to see her again in my practice. She needed inflammatory digestive help as well as nutritional support.
Karen, any more key pieces of advice before we wrap things up?
Yes, Fiona, absolutely. I want people to understand that self-care is not a luxury. It is absolutely a necessity. And the key things that we all need to know is that we all need to have our own self-care tools, day-to-day things that we do that make us feel good. We need to know who to go to for help, which is what I can help you, each individual, figure out. And also, what are our healthcare actual components? Like, what do our body needs dictate to us? Like, which vitamins are right for us, which foods are right for us. So real specific about what is healthcare for each of us as individuals.
Figuring out those puzzle pieces
That
is
puzzle piece
basically
is
what you do.
That's right.
Well, Karen, thank you so much for sharing all that with us.
Thank you.
If you want to find out more about Karen, see her as a practitioner, or book her for a talk, you can simply go to her website. It is birthrightinvestment.com. And be sure to tune in next time to get fresh with us.